Hello, and welcome to my channel, where I mostly share my love of fragrance and enjoying my collection. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the new Burberry Her Elixir de Parfum, as well as comparing it to the rest of my Burberry Her collection. Thank you so much for stopping by, and let's get started. Burberry released a new flanker to Her this year, called Burberry Her Elixir de Parfum. I was really intrigued because I do like the original Burberry Her, as well as Her Intense, and the notes for Elixir looked promising, so I went ahead and picked up the largest bottle, sight and smell unseen. I purchased mine at Macy's, and when you buy a large bottle, they were giving this cute pink Her baseball cap as a gift with purchase. Burberry Her Elixir comes in the standard Her bottle, only now it's an opaque blush pink, while all of the other flankers have translucent glass bottles. I think the color of the bottle is really pretty, but I do wish it was a bit clearer so that I could see how much perfume I have left. And Burberry Her Elixir de Parfum was released in 2022, and this is a 3.3 ounce bottle. It has top notes of strawberry and blackberry, a mid note of jasmine, and base notes of vanilla, amber, and sandalwood. And upon first spray, I instantly knew that I loved this. It felt like I was enveloped in a fruity, creamy cloud. And the opening is really fruity, and the strawberry seems quite noticeable, while the floral note is very subtle. It seemed to settle pretty quickly, and the combination of vanilla and sweet amber is so creamy. And while it has some woodiness that feels very reminiscent to the original Her, it seems much lighter and not as prominent in this version. And when it dries down, it very much has a candy-like feel to it, almost sugary like cotton candy, and it is just so sweet and creamy and delicious, and it's all over a beautiful woody base. So I absolutely love this. It's like a creamy strawberry candy version of Burberry Her, and the longer I wear it, the more I love it. I tested the Elixir on one arm and the original Her on the other, and the Elixir had way better projection and longevity and was still going strong after 8 hours. I also wanted to share the rest of my Burberry Her collection so you can see how they compare to the Elixir version. Starting from the left, I currently have the original Burberry Her, Burberry Her Intense, Burberry Her London Dream, and now the new Burberry Her Elixir de Parfum. I wasn't interested in the Her EDT or Her Blossom versions, so I don't have those two in my collection. First up is the original Burberry Her, which was launched in 2018, and this is a 1.6 ounce bottle. And this has top notes of strawberry, raspberry, blackberry, sour cherry, blackcurrant, mandarin orange, and lemon, mid notes of violet and jasmine, and base notes of musk, vanilla, cashmeran, woody notes, oak moss, amber, and patchouli. And this opens bright and fruity and almost has a sparkling quality to it. I pick up the strawberry the most out of all of the fruits. And the florals are nice and soft, and it also has a touch of powder to it. The vanilla and the amber bring in some sweetness, and the musk keeps it from feeling heavy overall. And the dry down is very sweet and woody and has become compared to a lot of other famous sweet woody fragrances. And overall, this is a sweet, woody strawberry fragrance, and it is very pretty. But I have to say, I already know that I love the new Elixir version a lot more. And next I have Burberry Her Intense, which came out in 2019, and it comes in a much darker bottle, and this is 3.3 ounces. And this has top notes of red fruits and blackberry, a mid note of jasmine, and a base note of benzoin. And this one doesn't have the strawberry note, and when it opens, the fruit definitely feels different. It's a dark, syrupy berry, and it has a cherry feel to it, so that's probably why I was instantly attracted to it. The jasmine is pretty and not overpowering, and to me it also has kind of a licorice or cola type of feel to it. And as it dries, it gets a bit powdery and vanillic, but the syrupy cherry remains. And I have to say, it smells almost a little bit like bubble gum. And this version is quite strong and has really good lasting power. I've always liked this one more than the original, and it's definitely the darkest fragrance in the line and the most suited for evening. And unfortunately, I believe this has been discontinued, so if you want it, I would grab a bottle before it disappears completely. And lastly, I have Burberry Her London Dream, which came out in 2020, and this is a 3.3-ounce bottle. And this has top notes of lemon and ginger, mid notes of peony and rose, and base notes of musk and amber. And this one is completely different than the others in the line, having no berry notes at all. And I don't always love ginger in fragrance, so I was a bit wary of this one, but I do love lemon and rose perfumes, so I still wanted to try it. And this opens really sharp and bright, and there's definitely a bite to the ginger and the lemon. And the florals are quite strong, and I pick up kind of a mix of florals instead of a straight rose. And I also feel like there's a touch of powderiness to it as well. And the musk seems clean but subtle, and the amber brings in a warmth and a touch of sweetness, but the fragrance is not sweet overall. And I just got this one recently, so I haven't had much time with it, but I think I would probably layer this over something sweeter like a vanilla. But I do like the fragrance so far, but I feel like it might need some layering to make it a little bit more wearable. I also wanted to do a quick body mist comparison with Bath & Body Works Fall in Bloom, which I've mentioned in some recent videos as being similar to Burberry Her. This has notes of juicy plum, wild blooms, and velvet moss, and is a sweet, fruity, woody floral that I found to be very close to the original Her. Only Fall in Bloom is a bit sweeter, and the fruit is darker. I tested Fall in Bloom against Burberry Her Elixir, and I would say that this is kind of in between Her and Her Elixir. And while it's sweeter than the original Her, it's not quite as sweet and creamy as Her Elixir, but the fruit seems a bit closer to the fruit in Her versus the candy-like fruit in Elixir. So Fall in Bloom isn't an exact dupe for either version of Her, but I think it's a nice alternative or a layering option for both of them. So if I had to rank my Burberry Her collection, I would have to say that right now London Dream comes in last. I do like the bright lemony floral, but it's a bit sharp and I definitely need to explore that one a little bit more. Next would be the original Her, which it is a beautiful, sweet strawberry wood scent, but I find I don't reach for it as often as I would like. And my second favorite would be Her Intense, with its syrupy cherry bubblegum scent that I absolutely love. And I would definitely say my hands down favorite is definitely the new Her Elixir de Parfum. It's a sweeter, creamier, candied version of Burberry Her, and I think it's just absolutely perfect. I cannot express how much I am in love with this perfume. So that's it for my review of the new Burberry Her Elixir de Parfum and my Burberry Her collection. Let me know which Burberry Her is your favorite and if you're interested in the new Elixir version. Thank you for watching. I hope that you'll subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.